I'm Chris with Carnival Cruise Yaks, and this is episode 231 of Yakety-Yak, straight from the Yak's mouth. John Heald, Carnival Cruise Line's brand ambassador, posts on his Facebook page where you can ask him questions. He answers the questions. We read the questions and the answers, and we take the cool, the funny, the lies, the myths, and we put them here for you. So on today's episode, we're talking about, I heard they requested they needed blood on the ship. How do we do that? When does the cruise start printing the sail and sign cards for the next cruise? Can I use a birth certificate on my 4-day cruise? Why is there shampoo in the room but no conditioner? And can I bring a small rolling cooler on board?
And this is straight from the Yak's mouth.
All right, question 1. This cruiser was on a cruise when they heard the request for blood announced over the intercom. This person is O negative and understands that that blood can be used for anyone, and they wanted to know what do they need to show if someone needs blood so they can donate blood. John said yes, this does happen every now and then, and we are very grateful for the people that actually offer to donate blood. He did say you would need your blood donor card, traditionally from the Red Cross, I believe, or anybody really. And it shows you what it is, but that's what you need. You need your blood donor card if you're going to help with the request comes for blood needed on a cruise ship. Question 2. This cruiser was curious. When does the crew start printing the sail and sign cards for the next cruise, and how long does that process take? John said they start printing them 2 days before the cruise. It takes approximately 6 or 7 hours for a team of crew members to put them in the envelopes which are left outside the cabin door. So I know we've been on cruises and our card kind of fell apart and they have the printing machine on there. But the young lady at the guest services desk said they were actually printed on land. So I guess it depends on what ship you're on. Maybe if it's a big one, they have to print them on land because they have a higher capacity printer. I don't know if you've ever seen the one they have there. This is like this little thing. They put the card in and spits it back out. So, yeah, takes 6 to 7 hours just to put them in envelopes. That's a lot of time. 2 days before. Sheesh. Question 3. This cruiser asked if Carnival accepts birth certificates for 4-day cruises on the Glory. John said, yes, they do. But you also need to have an official government photo identification to go with it. So if you don't like cruising with a passport or you don't have a passport and you want to use your birth certificate, you have to have a photo ID with it. Speaking of like, if you like what you see and you enjoy cruising content, please like and subscribe. We would greatly appreciate that. Question 4. This cruiser asked why Carnival provides shampoo in the room, but not conditioner. John said they used to do this, but most people never used it, so it would go unused and just a waste, so they stopped doing it. I think what I heard now is they have a shampoo and body wash all in one little container now. So it's all there. You don't have to worry about shampoo, conditioner, or body wash. It's all there. Me personally, I bring my own soap. Liz does too. So we like our own soap. I don't use that stuff. Never. Well, last question. This cruiser asked if they can bring a small rolling cooler on board. They wanted to bring soda and water on board. Side note, you can't bring water on board unless it's in a can. And they don't want to have to carry around until the room is ready. John said, unfortunately, no. You cannot bring a cooler with wheels because it could potentially cause damage to the decking and also be dangerous to other people's shins. I mean, you see with the carry-on luggage, people kicking it, tripping over it. You can imagine that and a cooler. But he said most people actually do put their soda in the carry-on. Or if you've been on a cruise before, you see people just lugging it around. I'm not that much of a soda guy. I'm a Mountain Dew guy. They're back to Coke. But guess what? I am not carrying a 12-pack for hours before getting on the boat and then carrying it around the boat. Not doing it. I'll settle for something on the boat. Anyway, that's been episode 231 of Yakety-Yak, straight from the Yak's mouth. Thanks for watching. Please take care. you.